Hello and welcome back, friends. Happy 4th of July for those in America and those celebrating outside of it. If you're new around here, I'm Big Gatah. If you came looking for the sharpest bets on tennis, you're right where you belong. We're covering Wimbledon, round 3, day 2. Full draw, so we're getting into everything. Make sure you pop into the comments and tell me what you're looking to play or what predictions you have. Also, make sure you check the pinned comment below to see what I'll be playing. And trust me, there'll be something to play for tomorrow. So if you enjoy the breakdowns, make sure you give the video a like. And if you want to get the picks that I have as soon as I upload them, subscribe. And if you feel a bit generous and you would like to donate, there's a link in the pinned comment below. So with that being said, let's get into how we did yesterday or today. Any takers? Any winners? Still weird to me. Still a weird tournament to me. We had some success, right? We had a bit of a sweat over the Fritz and Fakina match. Oh man, thank goodness he got that third set tiebreak winner. That was crazy, right? Thank you, Davidovic Fakina, for that. We appreciate you and your services in Wimbledon. Then we have Mattia Bellucci going against a more refined lefty. And sometimes the younger lefties outdo the older lefties. This wasn't the case. From what I had seen in the past, it looked like the thing to do. I thought he could at least get 2 sets against Norrie. No dice there. And then we had Alcaraz and Struff going over 9.5 games in the first set. Alcaraz seemingly came out hot in that set. But I did say that Struff was going to get us a set. So I made it the certified smoke for today as well, making it plus 154 single. Bang. So we're happy to see that. That's a super rejuvenating win for us. So with that being said, I do feel rejuvenated off that. I do feel a bit more sharpened. So let's get into what we have for the second day of the third round. And we will be starting with Flavio Cobolli and Jakub Mensik. And letting y'all know now, we have upgraded. Yes, we have. Round of applause for me in the chat, please. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. We now have ESPN Plus. So we will be watching every match in full, all the highlights. We can be fully caught up. And, oh, it feels so great. Because at least now, the draw is a little bit more manageable to watch. I was like literally, got it a few hours ago, and I've just been trying to watch all the matches from round 1 still, just to like see what I missed. And yeesh, it's daunting, to say the least. Anyway, so we got Cobolli going against Mensik. This will be their second head-to-head. They played 2 years ago. Mensik won in straight sets, 7-5, 7-5 in Helsinki on the indoor hard courts. They are 7 ranks apart. Cobolli has been winning in straight sets. Mensik has been winning in 4. Do we think Mensik wins in 5? Or do we think Cobolli wins in 5? Or do we think Cobolli wins in 4? Who's got more experience? Who's playing better? Let's see. So Cobolli is 4-2 so far this season going into Wimbledon up into this round. He hasn't been having the best season, but he is on a bit of a tear right now, coming up on the up and up since his final win against Rublev in Hamburg. But on the grass, he's only had 2 losses, and that was against Zverev and Fernley. He's beaten Jack Jones, Babitz, Zukayev, Denis Shapovalov, and João Fonseca. Those are two pretty notable wins. And I feel like Zhao is a lot like Mensik. So um, Mensik has a bit more form on the grass, honestly. After we saw Fonseca lose to Jerry today, sad loss. But honestly, what do you expect? The more refined and in shape older guys, like a Nick Jerry, is going to be able to do that. And it's crazy that he was the underdog. But I thought Fonseca was able to do something to him. I thought he can get him rattled up enough and shake him up a bit, but only enough for a set. Only enough for a set. So did go over 3.5 sets, so that's a successful. And I don't think we played it yesterday, but I think I did mention that. Anyway, they're both 4-2 this season, with a 46% win rate on the grass. Both of them. One is 7-8. The other one is 8-9. So this may be the don't touch. I would look at over games here. I mean, they both are. One guy's getting it done in straight sets. So definitely a plus 1.5 set spread for Cobolli, right? It's the very least we can get done. It's minus 130, minus 136. I think with a dude that's been, mind you, he has not been playing people at the level of a Mensik. So Mensik got through Giron and Gaston, who I don't think played any grass matches this season, but he got through Giron, who took a set off of Fritz, who's been in peak form so far this season on the grass. So we will see. We shall see. I like Cobolli to actually get this done here. I know he's the favorite. I mean, the underdog, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets this done here. So I do kind of like the plus 1.5 on the set spread for Cobolli. And forgive me if you used to hear like big like boom boom boom. It's like there's a lot of fireworks going on around my house. It's legal in my area, so if you do hear a big boom or you see me like, it's because it's the 4th of July. So, all right, who we have next? We have Grigor Dimitrov going against Sebastian Ofner. Lovely. Okay, this is their first head-to-head ever. Very interesting. Dimitrov has played 2 matches. He made a joke about him feeling all right and taking it one day at a time. That's a bit worrisome to me. I don't know if he's downplaying it or not. I just get worried about Grigor Dimitrov. He worries me. He worries me. So that being said, he beat Mute in 4 sets, each one ending in 7-5. And then we have Ofner, who beat Tommy Paul in 3 straight sets after he lost the first one. So mostly ending in 7-5. So the one thing I can say is there might be a ton of games here if there isn't an early retirement from Dimitrov. And there seems to be a little bit of a total games lean I would look at here. I'm trying to see the markets. The lowest you can go is over 35.5. Not mad at it. They have a spread. Ofner plus 6.5 on the spread is minus 250. Plus 5.5 is minus 160. That's not too terrible. I just think if Ofner can beat Tommy Paul the way he beat him, maybe he can beat Dimitrov, but we got to go into it, right? We got to get into it. So, Ofner is 4-2 this season. He was 4-4 last season. Grigor's 2-0 this season. He was 4-2 last season. Dimitrov has a 62% win rate on the grass. Ofner has a 60%. He's 30-20. Grigor is 61-36. He won a single final, I think, on the grass back in 2014. Grigor did, so that was over 11 years ago. It was in London, but it wasn't Wimbledon. It may have been like Queen's Club or something like that. He made it to the semis though in Wimbledon that year, but he made it to the fourth round 2 years ago. Made it to the fourth round and retired after beating Monfils in 3 sets. In the third, he retired to Medvedev in the fourth after the first set. Through the first set, 5-3. He's too iffy, man. I mean, he's playing really well, but hearing him talk in the post-match interview saying that he is taking it one day at a time, I would lean on staying away from the match, honestly, just because that could be a complete mind game. He could just be fucking with other people. He could be telling people that just to get them psyched out for maybe like lowering their guard against them. It could be any type of tactic. There's not much of a benefit for him to tell the world that he's taking it one day at a time, right? Like, so he could be doing that just to be proving people wrong. I would stay away from it. I would look at Ofner. I like the 5.5 for Ofner, but I think it's just best to not even touch this one. If you guys end up seeing some value for it, though, please put into the comments what you find for it. Please, please. Please get involved. All right, so all right. Next, we have Alex de Minaur and August Holmgren. Obviously, this is their first head-to-head, but man, this guy's been playing a lot of tennis, and I don't think he has much left in the tank. He can't. Can this guy? He played 7. He almost played 5 tie breaks with Mahach. He almost went to 5 tie breaks. They played 4. He won in 4.5 tie breaks. The one that wasn't was the set went to 7-5. Like, what an insane match. Over total games. Every ticket hit for that. That's like the longest match ever. How many total games is that? Let me see. 26. 50, 52, 60, 64 total games. Damn. Could you imagine what that would be? Over his 59.5 total games? Plus 2,000? Crazy. Anyway. de Minaur and Holmgren. de Minaur's looking like he's kind of been sneaking his way through this this chaotic Wimbledon season. This draw has been quite chaotic, but he seemed to just be ducking all of that, doesn't he? Minar's just been in the cut, being the demon he is, winning in almost straight sets. Lost to Lehechka in his first match on the grass right before Wimbledon in Queen's Club, and ever since then, he's dropped a set in the 2 matches he's played, with a bagel in there to account for how well he's been playing. He beat Cazal and he beat RCB, Roberto Carballes Benya. And then we have Holmgren, who, as we said before, beat Mahaj. He's beat Quentin Halys, Watanuki, Kukushkin, and Husi. This is a different level for him. I don't even know if Mahaj is beating Dimitrov. Not that would be a good sample to use right now, but I'm just curious. Has Mahaj played Dimitrov ever? Has it ever happened? Yeah, and he lost this year. Outdoor clay in 3 sets. He bageled him. Yeah. So, looking at Dimitrov and how well he has been playing, as far as like even the set spreads on everything, I think his last set spread was what? -8. Yeah. Jesus. No. 6-4. -10. Beat him by 10 games. Yeah, that's a hefty spread. Let's see what they have him at for the spread for Dimitrov. -6.5. Cazal had 10 aces and still lost. Got bageled. Is he going to be ready for the Holmgren serve? That's the real question. He hasn't gone against Holmgren serve yet. Do we think Holmgren serve keeps him in the match for a bit? I don't think so. Surely he doesn't win 14 games. Surely he doesn't. 8, 12. 12 was the most that Cazal could get against Dimitrov. That's the most. 12. So because of how many games and how this guy moves all over the place, break points out the wazoo. If you're gonna take anything for this match, I would take some type of spread for Dimitrov. Maybe even over under total games, even maybe like under 35.5, something along that nature. Not too sure about that one. I don't think I'll be playing that match. I might be watching that one, to be quite honest with you. All right. Next we have Marin Cilic going against Jaime Munar. Okay, so the record is 2-0 going to Cilic. He's beaten Munar twice already. It was 3 years ago, though, on the hard court in straight sets. So far this season, Cilic is 8-1. Munar is 3-2 with the loss to Alcaraz, kind of making it 3-1. A lot more reps on the grass for Cilic. 72% win rate. Only thing about Munar is, man, he is been causing upsets in every match. He's been the underdog in every match, and he's been winning. So has Cilic. Cilic is just coming off of beating Jack Draper in 4 sets. So we've been seeing this trend, right, of these older guys seemingly more poised in these stages of this tournament. And we look at the draw right now, right? We got so many dudes like in their 30s that are still a part of this draw, or that were in this third round, right? Got a bunch of people in their 30s in this draw. So a lot of these older guys are here for a reason. Whether it's experience, whether it's better form. Cilic has been having a more trustworthy season as well. He's 21-10 at 36 years old. Munar's 28 years old and he's 17-16. So I would like to really think that he gets this done. Maybe 3-1, maybe even in straight sets. I guess the riskiest thing you can probably do is a minus 1.5 on the set spread. But you could probably just take his money line as well. We'll see how much sheer grit. I think you know what I think. This is what I think. I think the Cilic and Munar match is going to be a lot like what we saw today with Fakina going against Fritz. I think that he might get a set off of him, trying really hard, but ultimately, like, the experience on this surface is going to trump him, and he's going to struggle to get through these sets. He's going to be working his ass off in each set, and it's going to be grinding for each point and fighting for each point, but he will ultimately, I can see it looking a lot like the Taylor Fritz match. Maybe a tie break in the third, maybe in the second, and then the rest of it is just all Cilic. So I actually don't mind the 1.5 set spread for him either. It's plus money as well as plus 106. So something to think about there. And moving on, we have Brandon Nakashima going against Lorenzo Sonego. Something about these two names just scream long as fuck match to me. Sonego beat him last year on the hard court. Sonego had a pretty nasty serve. He was dealing out some. I caught some clips of it. He only had 11 aces, but them 11 aces was smokers. Then we have Nakashima, who had 12. So Sonego has a pretty decent return game, if I'm not mistaken. About 40%. He had Basilashvili down to 28% on return point percentage. So it's a pretty strong serve. His first serve percentage was 66%. Not that great, but not terrible either. His first serve points won was at 76%, which was the same as Basilashvili. Ultimately, where he won was with a second serve. There's a 23% difference in their points won, going in Sonego's favor. So I like where that is comparably to Nakashima. Nakashima has about a 35% return rate, and he ended up still doing that going against the likes of Riley Opelka, who had 5 double faults in that match, by the way. So it's something that could, I don't know, how do I say this? Because of their history and who's the favorite, you might be better off going with a plus spread for Sonego. Just because he won the last time they played last year on the hard court. He won by 4 games. He's slated to lose. Does he lose in straight set? I don't think he even loses this. In my personal opinion, I think Sonego wins the match. Like, I think the money line should go on Sonego. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But I really like Sonego winning. Why? Beating Bashvili is one thing, but he's 5-3 so far this season on the grass. Nakashima 6-2 and was 10-5 last season. Nakashima on paper is supposed to win, but the type of play style that Sonego has, he could cause an upset here. Everyone who Nakashima's been playing against is not going to be this aggressive of a play style he's going against. Like, Sonego plays hella aggressive. So I'm kind of foreseeing or banking on that aggressive style keeping the match close. The spread's at plus 2.5 for Sonego. I wouldn't go that far with it. If you wanted to do something safer, I'd take him at maybe plus 5.5 if they have it. Looks like they don't. Plus 4.5 is doable as well. Not too mad at that. I can see it going to multiple tie breaks. So the lowest total games I can find is 38.5. So do with that as you will. We can move on. I personally think Sonego could cause an upset here. Why? I'm rooting for my American, kind of. I just feel like something is afoot here in this draw, and that one kind of smells a little funky to me, like that Dimitrov and Ofner match. Something just smells a little funky. So we'll move on to Jannik Sinner and Pedro Martinez. This should be an interesting one. The guy who's been another super underdog, still here. Won against Navone in straight sets. Only dropped a set since he's been in the tournament. Sinner hasn't dropped a single set so far. And man, he's looking sharp. Them spreads, man. He's covering them spreads hard. Sinner. So anyway, we know Pedro Martinez has been quite lucky and quite successful with his draw in Wimbledon so far, going against some lesser experienced players and grass players at that. But now he's going against the number one in the world. What do we think we get out of him? After he lost to him about 3 years ago on the clay, which doesn't matter. What do we think we get from him? I'll tell you what we get from Sinner. A win. Pedro Martinez had 0 aces. Against Navone. 0 aces against Lovehagen. Call me crazy here, but I think we have a really long, a deemable long shot here. And this is an honest question. On FanDuel, that there is a bet here. There's a pick. And you know I like this pick. It just has to make sense. Jannik Sinner to win 2 points in every game in set 1 is plus 125. Where's Jannik Sinner to win a point in every single game in the match? Jannik Sinner to win 2 points in every game in the match is plus 440. Him to win a point in every game in the match is minus money, dude. Damn, they were ahead of the curve there. I was going to ask the question, what do you think if the dude doesn't have any acing ability, does Jannik not score on every fucking return game he has? He's got to get at least 1 on every return game. One on every return game. It's minus money. That's the only thing about it. So if we're going to go for something like that, you might as well go for it being a long shot. You know? And it's Wimbledon, right? So what are we doing? You guys put in the comments which one you like more. Sinner to win 2 points in every game in the first set, or for him to win 2 points in every game in the match. A little bit more daunting, but I think I like the first set. I think him seeing that serve, I think he's going to come out ablazing. He's been sharpening up his performance in the first set. He won the first set against Vukic 6-1. Same with the second. The highest ranked player that Pedro Martinez has played as of recently, seemingly, is I believe Echeverry, who is ranked 53, and he beat him 6-1, 6-3. So, oh, I got a bet for you. Probably in our face this whole time. It's probably, yeah. Jannik Sinner, under 18.5 games. Do I think there's a single set where this guy gets him to 5 games? Do I think this guy's able to get 5 games against Jannik Sinner in any set? No. No. And you gotta be shitting me if you think you can. If you think he can. What am I missing here? Is this guy like playing out of his mind? No, I don't think so. He's not putting people away too crazily. He put away Lovehagen, who hasn't had an ATP win yet on tour. So, under 18.5 games for Sinner seems to be the toast of the toast. He's been pretty consistent with that on Wimbledon so far. I don't see this guy out of the other two he's played giving him the problem. I don't. I just don't. So we might throw in some certified smoke for him to get up 2 points in the set or whatever, but I think we know pretty well that we can take him for wait, we might be able to take him for aces too. Center had 12 aces. Okay. Let's see. 5 aces from Navone, 16 aces from Lofhagen. Yeah. We're going to take Yannick Sinner aces instead. Because, fuck yeah, that's way more entertaining. And it's better money. It was minus 215 for Sinner to get under 18.5 games. Let's see. This kid has a 51% return rate, but he still got ace 16 times in 4 sets. He got ace 3 times, ace 5 times in 3 sets. But his return points one was he hasn't seen a serve at this level, bro. I have a hard time thinking that he does this. I'm having a hard time thinking that he does this. Wait a second. This guy him getting 2 aces is him getting under 2 aces is plus money. This guy hasn't gotten a single ace, and he's gonna just ace Yannick Sinner. Is that the play? That might be the play. I don't see Yannick Sinner. What's Yannick Sinner's return percentage against Vukic in that last match? 54%. He got aced 3 times by Vukic. When he regularly gets like 11. 3 on Brooksby. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why they think Yannick Sinner is going to get aced by this guy. Did Luca Nardi ace him up? He had 3 on him. So he's been giving up 3 aces. Is that what this is? Is that what this is? Is he giving up 3 aces? I don't like it now. What is that? What is this? What is this? Everyone getting 3 aces on Yannick Sinner thing. For every set he gives him an ace, he lets him get an ace on him. I don't know. All right. Well, if you want to be safe about it, you can take minus or under 18.5 games. I got to figure out which one I'm going to decide to play. Whether it's going to be the aces for him or the under for Martinez. Let me know what you end up going with. And the last 2 we have Ben Shelton going against Martin Fucsovics. And Fucsovics just played a long, lengthy match against Monfils, right? Yeah, second 5-setter in a row. Ben Shelton's been winning in straight sets. Oh, man. Fucsovics is not going to be acing as much as Ben Shelton, but his return game, decently solid. Monfils only had 3 aces on him. Kovacevic was a pretty decent serve. Had 6, and Fucsovics had 18 serves on him that ended up acing. Ben had about 11. So, Jesus. So, with Ben Shelton and this guy, there's no head-to-head history, obviously. But there's an 11-year difference. And one thing we do know about the 11-year differences, they're pushing sets. So it should be a no-brainer that Ben wins. I like him again to win minus 1.5 on the set spread. But if you're looking for a little bit more money, because I think him winning outright is minus 330. Yeah. All right. Well, they don't have the markets out for that one just yet. I'll have to get back to you guys on what they have updated on the markets later, I guess, when I get a good look at them. Check actually another sports book real quick. All right, come on, guys, don't do that to me. It's so annoying. What is this? Okay. Fucsovics to win a set is plus 110. Oh, no, I take that back. It's minus 275. Matches at 40.5 total games. Will there be a tie break? I could see a tie break happening. No pricing on over 3.5 sets just yet, though. I think Ben should get it done. I hope Ben gets it done, but these older guys, they have the experience, so I'm worried about that for sure. So because I'm worried, I'm going to just be rooting for Ben in this one. We took him for his last match and we got it with no problem, but this one I have to sit back and watch. All right, and then we have Djokovic going against Kecmanovic, somebody he has seen 3 years ago back in Wimbledon. Beat him in straight sets then. Bageled him in the first set, 6-3, 6-4. Kecmanovic has been winning his matches, but he's been struggling a bit, has he not? That Mickelson match, he was running a bit out of ideas on what to do there. He was a bit frustrated on getting acclimated on the grass. It was only his third match and his first win as well. So I could see the pressure there building up. But Djokovic has only lost to Sinner. And that was in the clay. Back in Roland Garros. Other than that, he's been smooth sailing, and we know he's the best on the grass. So him winning is not a matter of if he does, it's by how much, right? So when he does, what are we expecting him to do? Are we expecting him to get it done in straight sets like he did last time? Do we think Kecmanovic fights him for a set? I think he kind of got over a bit with that Dan Evans pick in the draw. That was a bit easy for him. That last one was a bagel. They have the total aces at 18. Djokovic had 11 against Evans. Kecmanovic had 5. Djokovic had 22 against Munar. Kecmanovic had 10 against Mickelson. Not worth it. Under 3.5 sets is minus 230. Wouldn't touch that. As far as spreads go, spreads at minus 8.5. That means he has to win what? 6-3, 6-3, 6-3. Like minimally. So, be interested to see if he does that. In the past, he has been able to get at least a fourth game. So, as far as the spread goes, though, I would notch it down just a wee bit. Something a bit more comfortable, right? Parlay piece minus 6.5. Yeah, something decent like minus 6.5. But yeah, that looks like everything that we went through for the matches for today. So make sure you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm gonna go up, peep some fireworks. Maybe have me a little drink, toast to the country. I don't know. Get ready for these matches for tomorrow. Gonna be looking forward to them. Might play a little VR tennis. If anybody out there plays VR tennis, got a little racket right there. You guys can come see me on first person tennis. Working on my slice. All right. Yeah. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Again, if you enjoyed the content, make sure you like the video and like the comment in the pinned section or the pinned comment below. And I'll catch you guys in round 4. All right. Take care.